to let you know a little bit more about chemistry at Wickersley, and we've got a few viewpoints from our students just to help you make your decision as well. Alright, so the course that we do at Wickersley is OCR Chemistry A, which is important for you to know obviously if you're thinking about looking at the course or if you want to go online and have a little look at any more information. The first part that I'm going to talk to you about is what we actually cover and the different topics that we do. So throughout the course you will cover lots of different things, such as the calculations and moles, which you might be used to studying at GCSE, things like shapes of molecules and bonding, as well as things like trends in reactivity, and also more organic chemistry, which you'll have done a little bit of towards the end of your GCSE course. We teach the course as a dual course, so that means that we teach with two teachers, so you'll have one teacher for your inorganic and physical chemistry and another teacher for your organic chemistry. Alright, this means that you get a specialist teaching you at every step of the way, and usually it means that we can teach alongside each other quite well. So you should get a starting point where we have Module 1. Module 1 is all the basics of chemistry that we do, which is the fundamentals of the course, so you might do basic calculations, bonding, and things that you will have done at GCSE but in much more detail. We then move on to do a little bit more about Module 3 and Module 4, which breaks up into our inorganic and our physical chemistry, and then organic chemistry as well. This continues into Year 13, where we do all of these things but in more depth. The nice thing about this is it's a spiral course, which means that you get to come back and visit things that you've done in Year 12, again in Year 13, allowing you to revise them and improve your knowledge whilst deepening it at the same time. In terms of assessment, we do assess at the end of Year 12, but not externally. So you'll do internal mocks, alright, which all Year 12s do in order to allow us to predict your reference grades ready for university. And then you'll have another mock in Year 13 before your final exams. All the exams for the course are sat at the end of Year 13, okay, and will also be combined with your practical endorsement, which we teach alongside the other components and is awarded by staff in school. In order to be able to access the course, you will need to gain either a grade 7-6 in combined science or a minimum of a 6 in chemistry GCSE. You will also need a minimum of a grade 6 in maths. As part of the course, we also try to offer as many outreach possibilities as we can in order to help you make your decision about what you want to study at university and to improve your applications when you get to that point. We usually do something called spectroscopy in a suitcase, which is something which is run by Bradford University. They come out to school and actually allow you to look at different spectra and create some spectra of your own whilst synthesising paracetamol. Our students usually really enjoy this, and it's great practice at analysing spectra. We also regularly take part in the RSC Young Analyst competition, which is run at Sheffield University and Sheffield Hallam University. This year we actually managed to place second in our regional heat, which we were really pleased with, and we are incredibly proud of the team that took part. And now I'm going to pass over to a few of our students just to tell you a little bit more about why they study chemistry.
So what I love about chemistry is when you start you do a lot of organic, and throughout the year you'll build up on a big synthesis map, and you'll work out how to make different compounds to synthesize them, and throughout the year like your understanding of this gets bigger and bigger, and you'll learn more about it, and you'll make this massive map in your head about how to go from different compounds, and it's really cool, I think.
I took chemistry A-level because after my A-levels I want to pursue a career in medicine, and it requires an extremely high grade in chemistry, and as you'll find for most science-based degrees you need to take chemistry A-level, especially those that are involved in healthcare settings, as it's got transferable skills.
I believe one of the most important aspects of studying chemistry is understanding that it's not such a subject that you can take on a whim. It's quite a difficult and obviously challenging subject to take. There's a reasonably large jump from GCSE to A-level, and you have to put in the work to get something out of it. Another thing though I think that is quite rewarding with the subject is that when studying it, you're going to see things that you've studied at GCSE that will finally make sense. For me, one thing in particular is intermolecular forces. I didn't understand those at all at GCSE, but once we got to A-level and understood the reasons why they exist and why Apex melting point and boiling point, it makes a lot of sense, and I hope you'll find the same thing as I've done.